Okay, so next topic is parallel operations on DC generator. Okay? So, pag-usapan natin, so bakit ba tayo nagpa-parallel ng generators? So, isang reason bakit tayo nagpa-parallel ng generator is para mapataas natin yung capacity. Okay? So, let's say given tayo ng dalawang generator na ipa-parallel natin. Okay? So, let's say series generator na lang. Yan. So, ipaparal natin sa dalawa. So, ito yung magiging output natin. Okay? So, from this, so let's say given tayo ng kanilang current. Okay? So, dito mapapansin natin. So, mag-a-add up yung ating current. So, di ba, ang formula natin sa generator, so yung magiging output natin is terminal voltage o load voltage multiplied by the load o line current. So kung yung ating line current is mag-a-add up, so ibig sabihin, yung magiging output power natin for our generator is keeping the terminal voltage o yung ating load voltage na constant. So we have, let's say, ito yung ating IA, then itong isa yung ating IB. Okay, so we have IA plus IB. Kaya mapapasin natin dito, yung output power natin is tataas. Okay, so yun yung isang reason natin bakit tayo nagpaparal ng generator. And yung isa, for repair and maintenance purposes. So, ibig sabihin, so either of that two generator is i-deactivate natin o tatanggalin natin sa line. So, let's say itong generator B. Okay, so ito tatanggalin natin sa linya. Okay? So, meron pa tayo isang generator na magsusupply sa atin load, which is itong generator A. So, ibig sabihin, flexible yung magiging operation natin. Okay? So, ayan. So, actually, madami naman siyang advantages. Okay? So, pwede nyo namang hanapin sa internet yung advantage of parallel operation. Okay? So, yan po. So, pero yung pinakang concept is yan nga, para mapataas natin yung capacity. Okay? So, bago tayo mag-parallel ng generator, so may mga consideration tayong kailangang alamin. Okay? So, consideration for parallel operation. Okay? So, first, dapat same ng terminal voltage. Okay? Then yung isa, so dapat same ng polarity. Ayan. Okay? So, kung mapapasin natin, halimbawa dito sa ating circuit. Okay? So, kung meron tayong magkaibang polarity ng generator, okay? So, let's say dito sa ating generator, let's say given tayo ng voltage, let's say EG1, so then plus minus EG2. Okay? So, kung magkaiba yung voltage natin dito, okay, sa ating generator, so dito magkakaroon tayo ng circulating current. So, IC. So, yung circulating current na yan, siya yung magdadamage sa ating mga winding. So, kapag na-dash yung winding, so madadamage yung generator natin. Kaya hanggat maaari, so dapat ma-minimize natin yung value of IC. Okay, so hanggat maaari nga zero. So, yun naman is ideal. Okay? So, ayan. So, next, so dapat is same yung polarity. Kasi kapag magkikable tayo dito, sa ating parallel generator, kapag magkaiba siya ng polarity, let's say dito, so EG1, so negative EG1. So dito, mapapansin natin na papasok sa positive polarity. Okay, so EG2. Okay, kung ito, same sila ng value, so from this, kung same sila ng value ito, makakancel. Okay, so magiging zero yung magiging generated voltage natin. So kung kukunin natin yung current doon, nadadali dito sa ating parallel operation, so yung IC natin will be equal to zero over yung resistances natin. Let's say RA plus RB. Okay, so walang circulating current doon sa ating operation. Okay, kung magkaiba kasi siya ng polarity, let's say positive negative, then ito isa negative positive. Mapapansin natin kapag nag-KVL tayo dyan sa parallel operation, so EG1, so minus EG2. So mapapansin natin yung ating voltage, so generated voltage natin is mag-a-add up. So ibig sabihin, magiging mataas yung magiging value ng circulating current natin. Mangyayari, so 2 EG siya over RA plus RB. Okay? So, ayan. So, ito yung iniiwasan natin. Kaya dapat before tayo mag-conduct ng parallel operation, so make sure na masunod natin yung consideration na to. Okay? Then yung isa is para naman sa compound generator. So, dito, naglalagay tayo ng equalizer. Okay? So, yung trabaho ng equalizer is para ma-force natin na maging same yung voltage natin sa series field. So, kapag maglalagay ako dito, assume natin na short shunt generator. Okay? Ayan. So, short shunt, ipaparallel natin. Okay, so ito yung isa, then itong kabila. Ayan. So, then ito yung ating shunt field dun sa kabilang generator. So, ito yung magiging bus natin o bus bars. So, ito yung papunta sa terminal voltage natin. Okay, papunta sa load. Ayan. So, yung trabaho ni equalizer, so ito yon. So, ipo-force natin na yung series field voltage nung isang generator, let's say ito yung RSE nung generator A, dito yung series field nung generator B. Okay, ipo-force natin na yung voltage natin dito sa RSE is equal to the voltage dito sa RSB. Okay? Kasi kapag magkaiba sila ng voltage, so pwede kasi mangyari, let's say meron tayong current dito sa ISA, okay, which is yung current natin sa series field resistance ng generator A. So possible kasi kapag ito nag-supply, may instances kasi ito yung magiging supply natin. So yung magiging current natin dito sa generator B is papasok. Okay, so ito yung magiging direction ng series field current natin sa generator B. Okay, so kapag naging ganito yung scenario natin, so kung papasok yung magiging series field, so itong generator natin is para mag-a-act as motor. So dito papasok yung tinatawag natin na motorization. Okay, so ito yung iniiwasan natin. Okay, kapag compound generator yung pinarallel natin. Okay, kaya naglalagay tayo ng equalizer. Okay, para again ma-force yung voltage natin, yung motorization. Okay? So para ma-force yung voltage natin sa dalawang field resistance na equal. Okay? So ayan yung magiging concept natin sa parallel operation. So meron tayong dalawang kailangan tandaan okay, sa pagkukumpit sa parallel operation. So yung isa is kapag meron tayong tinatawag na external characteristic. Okay? So kapag may mga external characteristic kasi, so ibig sabihin, okay? So kapag merong given sa problem na external characteristic, okay? So ibig sabihin meron tayo dito mga no load saka full load parameters. So possible dyan, so kalimitan naman, so full load voltage saka no load voltage. Okay? O kaya kapag in terms of speed naman, so no load speed saka full load speed. Okay, so yan yung sinasabi sa external characteristic. So kapag external characteristic yung given, so dito gumagamit tayo yung tinatawag natin na house diagram. Okay? So yung house diagram, so ilalagay lang natin sa ating X and Y component. Okay, so tatandaan nyo din kapag sa external characteristic, So yung level ng voltage natin, so pinamataas lagi is yung no load voltage. Okay? So tatandaan, so yung full load voltage natin is less than the terminal voltage. And yung terminal voltage natin is less than the no load voltage. So para at least hindi tayo maligaw sa paglalagay ng values. Okay, so ito po yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. Okay? So kung ilalagay natin sa equation itong ating values, so itong ating y-axis, so dito pwede natin ilagay yung mga voltage. So kapag given is frequency, pwede natin ilagay is frequency. So kapag given is the speed, so pwede pong speed. Okay? Pero kapag generator naman, kalimitan naman dyan is voltage. So dito sa x-axis, so dito naman is yung power output o power o kaya current. Okay? So ayan yung parameters na kailangan natin tandaan. Okay? So first, so no load voltage. So let's say given tayo ng no load voltage. Okay, so let's say nandito yung point natin sa no load voltage. So kung wala tayong load, so ibig sabihin wala tayong output. So ibig sabihin ito lang yung magiging point natin. So voltage at no load. Okay, so let's say aandar na yung ating generator. So magkakaroon tayo ng load. So papasok dun yung full load voltage. Okay, so assume natin kasi mas mababa yung voltage, full load voltage sa no load. So assume natin nandito yon. At full load voltage, dito papasok yung ating rated power. Okay, yung rated power, is ito yung rating mismo ng ating generator. Okay, so assume natin, ito yung magiging rated power. Okay, so ito yung point niya. So dito magtatagpo si full load voltage at si rated power. And ano naman yung magiging terminal voltage? Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na dapat same dapat yung terminal voltage natin ng dalawang generator before tayo mag-parallel. So, yung terminal voltage nasa pagitan nitong dalawa. Okay? So, at terminal voltage, ito yung magiging output power ng ating generator. So, assume natin, nandito sa part na yon, yung output power. Okay? So, yan. So, by means of linearity, okay, so pwede natin ito pagsamahin. Okay? Okay, so para makabuo tayo ng triangle. Linear characteristic. Ayan. So, ayan. So, itong isa, terminal voltage. So, equivalent niya, itong uh, output power. Ayan. So, ito yung magiging diagram natin. Okay, so tinatawag siya housing diagram. Actually, housing diagram tawag kasi meron pa dito sa kabila na same din yung magiging triangle natin. So dito isa lang ginawa ko. Okay, so para at least kasi may mga instances kasi na yung no load voltage natin is magkaiba. Okay, so kalimitan naman kung tutusin. So naging housing o house diagram siya kasi parang bahay daw. Okay? So from this para tayo makakuha ng equation. Okay, so ito na yung magiging diagram natin. So given tayo ng mga triangles, so by means of similar triangle, pwede tayong makagawa ng equation dyan. Okay, so yung una is itong malaking triangle. So yung pangalawa dito sa maliit. Okay, so lagyan ko ng shade. Itong kulay blue. Okay, yung isang triangle itong malaki. Okay, so lagyan ko na lang kulay. Yung isang triangle itong kulay green. Ayan. Okay? So from this, pwede tayo makakuha equation. So yung kulay green muna. So gagamitin lang natin is rise over run. Okay? So rise, yung height, then yung run, so yung kanyang base. Okay, so doon sa malaking triangle, so we have voltage at no load. So minus, so ano yung magiging height natin dito? So minus the voltage at full load all over yung kanyang base. So base natin, so yung rated power. Okay? So, by similar triangle, equal siya dito sa maliit na triangle. So, similar triangle, ibig sabihin, isa yung slope. Okay? So, from this, dito naman sa kulay blue. So, we have voltage at no load minus terminal voltage. Okay? All over the output power. Okay? Ito yung output power ng isang generator. Okay? Kaya from this, ito po yung magiging general equation natin for parallel operation. Okay? So yung power natin, pwedeng maging current niya. So sinabi ko dito, di ba? So ibig sabihin, kung current, so we have voltage at no load minus voltage at full load divided by the rated current is equals to, so voltage at no load minus voltage at terminal all over the output current. Okay, so pwedeng ito po yung maging equation natin, nakadepende sa given sa problem. Okay? And also, tatandaan, yung terminal voltage, minsan, tinatawag siyang busbar voltage. Okay, busbar voltage. Okay? So, ayan. So, kapag pinakuha din, so ito, actually, dalawang equation ang pwede natin makuha. Okay? So, kasi yung una, sa generator A. Okay? Kasi iba yung magiging rating natin ng generator B saka sa generator A. Balik sa generator A, then yung isa, using the parameters naman ng generator B. Okay? So, yung isang equation na pwedeng nating gawin is yung magiging total power. Let's say dalawang generator siya, so yung magiging total power natin is power no generator A plus power no generator B. So in terms of current naman, so I total is equals to current ng generator A plus current ng generator B. So ibig sabihin, kapag sa external characteristic, so tatlong equation yung makukuha natin. So yung para sa generator A, para sa generator B, and yung magiging total power natin. Okay, so pwede natin siyang gawin, o kaya makuha yung ating parameters na kinukuha sa problem. So by simultaneous equation. Okay, so pwede naman siya sa calculus. Okay, na gawin natin. Okay, so ayan yung concept natin kapag external characteristic yung given sa problem in parallel operation. So kapag may mga resistances yung given, so doon gagamit tayo ng concept ng Ohm's law o kaya KCL, KBL. Okay, so first ito muna ang gawin natin. Okay? So tandaan nyo lang yung formula saka yung concept dito sa diagram. Okay? Yan. So, 240 DC generator, each having a linear characteristic operate in parallel. So one machine has a terminal voltage of 290 volts on no load. So no load voltage to. And 240 volts at load current of 75 amperes. Okay, so mas okay. Para mas mabilis maintindihan. So ite-table nyo. Okay, para at least na na-identify natin. So let's say generator A, then generator B. Kapag given naman yung external characteristics, so nandyan yung full load voltage. Okay? Then no load voltage. So, sige, lagay ko terminal voltage, then full load voltage. Okay? So, in terms of current naman, so ayan, so lagay na natin yung rated current. So, yan kailangan natin. So, ating lagyan ng mga values. So, generator A, so terminal voltage of 290 volts on no load. So, 290 volts on no load. So, mali pa itong lagay ko. So, ito, ang isa is no load. Ayan. So, we have 290 volts. Okay? And 240 at load. So, ibig sabihin at full load, 240 volts. Okay? Operated current of 75 amperes. Okay? So, yan po yung ating rated current. So, 75 amperes. While the other has a voltage of 270 volts at no load. Okay? And 240 volts at 90 amperes. Ito naman, load current na siya. Okay? So, assume ko do na 240 volts at full load. Then yung rated current natin na 90 amperes. Okay? So itong terminal voltage dapat ng dalawang generator, dapat equal siya. Okay? So calculate the bus bar voltage. Ito na nga po yung tinutukoy na terminal voltage. When the total load is 110 amperes. So ibig sabihin, yung aking total current is 110 amperes. Ito po yung summation natin no load current at generator A plus the load current at generator B. Okay? So, yan. So, from this, pwede na tayo makakuha ng mga equations. Okay? So, ang given is the current. So, ang pagbabasihan natin is current. Okay? So, we have, so at generator A muna tayo. So, we have voltage at no load minus voltage at full load over the rated current. So, equals to, so voltage at no load minus the terminal voltage over the output current. So, output current, so generator A siya, so we have IA. So, dito, pwede na natin substitute. So, we have voltage at no load, so 290. So, minus voltage at full load, so 240. All over the rated current of 75 equals to, so voltage at no load, so 90 volts. So, minus the terminal voltage all over the output current of IA. So, from this, arrange lang natin equation. So, we have 290 minus 240. So, divide lang natin ng 75. Okay, so 2/3. Okay, so then cross-multiply lang. So, we have 2 over 3 IA. Then yung BT, lipat ko sa left side. So, plus BT is equals to 290. So, ito yung magiging equation number 1 natin. Okay? So, next, generator B naman tayo. So, at generator B. So, diretso ko na. So, no load minus full load. So, you have 290 minus, sorry, 270 pala. So, 270 minus, so 240 yung full load. All over the rated current, so 90. Is equals to, so 270 no load voltage minus the terminal voltage all over the output IB. So, simplify natin. So, 270 minus 240, 30 divide 90 is 1/3. So, mga equation natin is 1 over 3 IB. So, yung BT, lipat ko ulit. So, plus terminal voltage equals to 270. So, ito yung magiging equation number 2 natin. Okay? Then, yung last equation natin, so ito na yan. Okay, so lagay ko na lang. So, we have IA plus IB is equals to 110 amperes. Equation number 3. Okay, so magiging unknown natin, IA, IB, tsaka yung terminal voltage. Kaya from this, we can calculate for IA, IB, and also for the terminal voltage. Okay, so 3 equations, 3 unknown. So mode 5, 2. Okay, so equation 1, so 2/3 IA. Okay, walang IB, so 0. Then BT. Okay, then 290, yung constant. Equation 2, so 0 IA. So then 1/3 IB. Then 1 BT equals to 270. Okay, so then equation 3, 1 IA plus 1 IB, 0 BT equals to 110. Okay, so we have 56.667. Okay, ampere. So then 53.333. Then terminal voltage natin o yung busbar voltage natin is, so we have 252.222 volts. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay, so yun lang. So basta tatandaan yung formula ng um, similar triangle. Okay, so halos direct substitution na lang yan. Okay, so next. So two shunt generators A and B with ratings 300 kilowatts and 450 kilowatts respectively. Okay, so table din natin. Okay, so given yung power rating, so PR. So we have 300 kilowatts, then 450. If the no load voltage is 280 volts, okay, so parehas. So no load voltage is 280 volts. Okay, and the full load voltage is 260 volts. Okay, so calculate the terminal voltage when the total output is 625 kilowatts. Okay, so terminal voltage, yung pinapahanap sa atin. Okay, so by formula, Then, so sulat para at least sa ulo natin. So voltage at no load. So minus voltage at full load. Over, so power yung given. So rated power equals to voltage at no load minus terminal voltage or busbar voltage divided by the power output of generator A. Okay? So ito na pagbabasehan natin. So equation 1 tayo. So we have voltage at no load. So 280 minus 260 divided by the rated power. So we have 300 kilowatts. Okay? So 300,000. So equals to, so voltage at no load. So 280 minus terminal voltage of BT. Power output, so PA. Okay, so from this, i-rearrange ulit natin equation. So we have, so 280 minus 260, so we have 20 divided by 300K. So 1 over 15,000. So 15K PA, then lipat ko yung BT, so plus BT is equals to, so 280. So equation 1. So next equation, sa generator B naman tayo. Ito yung Gen A. The next, so Gen B. Okay. So we have 280 volts at no load. So same. Minus 260. Divided by, so 450,000. Okay. Equals to, so 280 volts, no load voltage. Minus the terminal voltage over the output power of generator B. Okay. So we have 20 divided by 450K. So 1 over 22,500. Okay, so PB. So plus um, terminal voltage ayan, equals to 280. Okay? So from this, yung last equation, equation 2. So last equation natin is, so we have PA plus PB equals to, so 625,000. Ayan. So equation 3. So from this, pwede natin makompute. So PA, PB, tsaka terminal voltage. Okay, so make sure lang nasunod-sunod sa paglalagay sa calcu. Okay, so PAPB then terminal voltage. So equation 1, so 1 divided by 15K. So wala tayong B. Then terminal voltage is 1, so then equals to 280 volts. Okay, equation 2, so 1 divided by, sorry, wala palang A. PA 0. Then PB, so 1 divided by 22, 500. Then BT equals to 280. Then yung last, so PA plus PB, 0 BT equals to 625K. Okay, so PA is 250 kilowatts. Then 375 kilowatts. Then terminal voltage of 263.3 volts. Okay, so ito yung magiging sagot natin. Our terminal voltage. Okay, so yan. So next. Ayan, so two compound generators are operated in parallel. So if generator A has a series field resistance of 0.0025 ohm and is adjusted to take 40% of the line load, while generator B with a series field resistance of 0.0015 ohm takes the remainder of the load. So what is the current flow in the equalizer when the load is 220 kilowatts at 220 volts? Okay, compound generator. So walang binanggit kung short o long. So, assume natin na short siya. Okay, so series field, then armature. Okay, then ito yung ating field winding. Okay, paparol natin sa isang generator. Ito yung bus bar natin. Then, dito yung kakabit yung load. Okay, so like muna dito yung field. Yung load. Ito yung papunta sa load. Okay? So, given naman yung mga values. So, series field nung una. So, 0.0025. Yung isa is 0.0015. So, next. So, yung load natin is 220 kilowatts at 220 volts. Okay? So, sinabi dyan. So, if generator A has a series field resistance of 0.0025 and is adjusted to take 40% of the line load. So yung sinasabi 40% dito is the armature current nung generator A. So assume natin ito IA, then ito IB. Okay, IB, so armature current nung generator B. So from this, pwede natin directly ma-compute yung line current, di ba? So given naman yung power saka voltage. So ibig sabihin, IL is equals to, so 220,000 divided by 220. So 1,000 amperes. So, ang pinapakuha kasi sa atin is yung equalizer current. Ito. Okay? So, assume natin yung current papunta dyan. Okay, so maalin naman pwedeng gawin na assume na current direction. Okay, so kapag nag-negative, ibig sabihin, baligtad lang yung direction ng current mo. Okay, so ayan. So, wag mag-alala kung maging negative yung value. Okay? So, okay na tayo sa IL. So, kunin natin yung magiging current sa armature current ng generator A. So we have 40%, so we have 0.4 ng line current. So we have 400 amperes. Okay? Then doon sa kabila, so while generator B with a series resistance of 0.0015 takes the remainder of the load. So ibig sabihin, 60% yung armature current ng generator B. So we have 0.6 times 1,000. Okay, so we have 600 amperes. Okay, so meron tayong IA. Ang problema na lang natin is itong sa series field. And sa sinasabi natin, di ba? Kaya tayo naglalagay ng equalizer para ma-force natin na yung voltage natin sa parehas na series field ng dalawang generator is equal. So assume ko to na as ISA, itong isang current natin dito is ISB. Okay, ibig sabihin series field resistance o series field current ng generator A and itong kabila series field current ng generator B. Okay? So, from this, so same sila ng voltage. So, ibig sabihin, voltage sa series field ng A is equals to voltage sa series field ng B. Okay? So, by Ohm's law, IR lang siya. So, we have ISA multiplied by 0.0025. Okay? Equal siya dito sa B. So, we have ISB multiplied by 0.0015. Okay? So, kunin natin value of ISB. So, 0.0025 0.0025 divided by 0.0015. Okay, so we have 5 over 3. 5 over 3 ng ISA. Okay? So from this, pwede tayong kumuha ng another equation. So dito sa node na to. Okay, so mapapansin kasi natin, so yung total current natin, o total line current is the summation ng dalawang series field current. Kaya we have, so KCL, let's say at node A. So KCL at node A. Okay, so pumasok si ISA, tsaka si ISB, lumabas si IL. So IL naman, so given na 1,000. Okay, so substitute the value of ISB. So we have ISA plus, so 5 over 3 ng ISA. Okay, sinubstitute na natin itong equation na yan. So equals to 1,000. So from this, ang matitira na lang na variable is ISA. So kaya from this, ISA is equals to, so 1 plus 5 over 3, then 1,000 divided by answer. Okay, so we have 375 amperes. So, ibig sabihin, yung ISB is equals to, so times 5 over 3. So, 625. Okay? So, yan. Okay na tayo doon sa mga series field current. So, from this, pwede na tayong makakuha ng equalizer current. So, let's say dito sa node na to at node B. So, KCL at node B. Mahal naman kahit dito sa kabila. So, we have pumasok si I equalizer, tsaka si armature current na generator A, lumabas si ISA. Okay, so IEQ is equals to, so substitute ko na, ISA, so yung current natin sa series field ng A, so we have 375, then minus IA. So yung IA natin is 400. Okay, kaya yung IEQ natin is equals to, so 375 minus 400, so we have negative 25. Okay, so negative 25 amperes. So ibig sabihin lang, baliktad lang yung direction ng current natin. Okay? So yung magiging direction dapat natin is pakanan. Okay, so or 25 amperes. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. So dapat lang yung IEQ natin is papunta dito yung direction. Okay? So kaya sabi ko, kahit mag-negative yan, okay lang. Ibig sabihin lang, yung ating inassume na equalizer current is baliktad. Okay?